Hello, and welcome to Summarize Science, where we break down the latest research. Have you ever tried to get that professional-looking blurry background or bokeh effect from a text-to-image AI? If you have, you've probably noticed that if you ask it to add more blur, it often changes the entire image, which is a huge problem for creative control. Researchers from the University of Michigan and Adobe have introduced a new method that fundamentally changes how AI handles this. Instead of trying to do everything at once, their model works in steps, much like a real photographer would. First, it generates a completely sharp, all-in-focus image based on the text prompt. Then, it creates a depth map of that image to understand what's near and what's far away. This is where the magic happens. A novel focus distance transformer analyzes the image and depth to intelligently predict what the main subject is. Finally, a virtual lens model applies a physically accurate defocus blur based on camera settings you provide, like aperture. The result is that you can adjust the blur without changing the underlying scene at all. The qualitative results show a massive difference compared to previous methods, which create artifacts or change the subject entirely. The researchers proved their model's effectiveness with several metrics. One key metric, blur monotonicity, confirms that as they decrease the f-stop number, the blur consistently increases, just like a real camera lens. Another, content consistency, measures how well the scene's content is preserved, and their model dramatically outperforms the baselines. When put up against other specialized models that try to incorporate camera settings, the difference is night and day. Older methods often struggle to control the blur effectively and significantly alter the image when settings are changed. This new model, however, successfully decouples the blur from the scene, keeping the composition consistent while giving the user precise control. To confirm their quantitative results, they also conducted a human study. Participants were shown videos comparing this new method against 6 other baselines. Overwhelmingly, people preferred this new method, with preference rates soaring over 80 and even 90% in every single matchup. So, let's recap the breakthrough here. This new AI framework separates the creation of an image from the application of lens effects like defocus blur. It intelligently identifies the subject to keep in focus. This enables precise, interactive user control over blur while preserving the actual content of the image. You can slide the aperture from f/22 for a sharp image to f/1.8 for a creamy bokeh, and the person, place, or thing in the photo remains the same. This is a huge step forward in making generative AI a more practical and powerful tool for photographers, artists, and designers. Imagine having this level of control directly inside creative software, allowing for photorealistic adjustments that were previously impossible. It moves AI from just being a generator to being a true creative partner.